have a look. Overswarm on the left side, and Niakky on the right side. Predictions have already been placed by all of you guys. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. All right. I mean, not a lot to say here on the tutorial. It's pretty straightforward. Hit the switch, hit the mana rock, throw an attack, a special attack. There we go. Now do a good fight against Arcvia. We saw Upla getting consistent 34-second tutorials here a moment ago. So let's have a look and see what these two runners actually managed to get. All right, so I think Niakky might get a 34. I think actually Overswarm might get a 34 as well. And 34 and 34. Look at these two runners. Just kicking off with a crazy good tutorial. I mean, it's just a 1 second. Hey, but we just saw a race between Upla and Insert Logic being decided by 4 seconds. So definitely is gonna be important here. 1 second can definitely be important. 1 second here, 1 second there can definitely start making the difference. Oh, and now Niakky having a little bit of trouble with the last kill right there. A nice Overswarm getting the one shot, and Niakky also got the one shot right there. Interesting for the two of them. Oh, Niakky actually getting a pretty well open spot right there to be able to move on. And Overswarm is going to be losing a little bit of time for that one. But now a little bit of movement problems. Oh, they look like both 27s. Both 27. Am I streaming the same feed again? Did I make that mistake? Am I streaming the same feed again? No, I didn't make any mistakes. These are actually two runners competing right now that are pretty much neck to neck between the first two stages. And I think that's just a picture of how this race is going to be going between these two. They both also put on a good amount of time. They put on a good seating position. Niakky was able to be the 7th position on the seat, while Overswarm got the 2nd seat. However, I know that Niakky was able to achieve a 1907. Unfortunately, his video didn't process properly, so he was not able to upload that. And 1907 is just like 30 seconds behind of Overswarm's best time, which in a tournament environment, that's not a lot for this game, especially with how costly a death could be or minor mistakes. And 1 second right there for Niakky. I think he's gonna be ahead probably by like a second right now. Let's have a look at Superhero landing here. O2, I think they're pretty much neck to neck still. 3 levels in, and I think this is pretty much tied up still to right now. And now they're both actually gonna be going for the 2 mana rock strats. Interesting. Oh, a little bit of a trouble right there for Niakky hitting into the 3rd switch. You gotta be careful right there into your position. Nice shot by the two of them, and another nice shot. And now, what? None of them go for extra mana rocks. They decide to just do. That's a very interesting approach into this level. That's kind of the strat that I have seen the last, and I'm kind of impressed that they too use that same strat. Now they use the mana rocks in a different spots, mostly because Niakky only had 2 and Overswarm had 3. Oh, a little bit of trouble right there at the end for Overswarm. Niakky closing the stage with a 50-second, while Overswarm finishes it with a 51-second. And I think it's gonna be like 1 or 2 second lead. So 339 versus 340, a 1 second lead by Niakky. 1 second lead, it's nothing. 1 second lead, we might as well be tied right now. However, if somebody wins by 1 second on Gemini's, that player is gonna be the winner. So all that Niakky has to do right now is keep that 1 second lead, right? As long as he does everything exactly as fast as Overswarm right now, he will be victorious. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens right now. All right. None of them were able to get the most optimized version of that room, but that's fine. Oh, Niakky made him pass that spike. Overswarm is not going to be able to make it past that spike. Yep. And now let's see this. Oh, he gets damage at the end. It doesn't matter. Let's see if Overswarm can get the jump. He doesn't get it. I think he's trying for a harder strat that he discovered yesterday to also do that room damage less. It's a little bit more inconsistent in my opinion. But yeah, okay, nice opening right there by Niakky. Okay, he's gotta be careful not to stun Kusako. Nice opening by Overswarm also. And let's see. Niakky is gonna be getting a 16-second fight, while Overswarm is gonna be getting a 15-second fight. So pretty much making up that second difference. Now going into Tricky Trap Tempo, Superhero Landing exactly at 5 minutes, and Superhero Landing on Overswarm side at like 5 minutes and 3 seconds. So about a 3-second lead right now for Niakky. Alright, both of them taking the 2-mana rocks. However, Overswarm decided to just open the path like with neutral. He's want to use that extra feather somewhere else, and he doesn't want to waste time into getting an extra mana rock. We see a lot of players taking extra time taking an extra mana rock. Niakky going for the damage boost strats right there instead of the fire feather. Only having 1 mana. Again, like they want that mana for this specific room. So they're going to be doing different strats to be able to keep that mana rock or have that extra mana rock for that specific room. Niakky in a very, very scary situation right now with only 1 heart left. He manages to do those platforms perfectly. Alright, so a 58 versus a 56. So I think Overswarm just might have tied this up again. Let's have a look here. Superhero Landing at 6:05 and 6:06. Kind of like a 1 second difference again just for Niakky. So we're back at like 2 levels ago. Just a 1 second difference. A little bit of clean. No, they both have a little bit of not so clean movement at the very end of that room. But now Overswarm making it a little bit cleaner. And it seems that maybe Overswarm might be taking the lead here. Interesting backward approach right there for Overswarm. Nice shot. Different strats, different approaches. Oh man, man, is this one of those races again? Are we gonna be changing leads every single room once again? 41 versus 40, so I think this is tied up again. Let's have a look at the superhero landings here. So 53 versus 54. So I think it's Overswarm that it's on the lead now, and Overswarm goes for the safety mana rock at the start of the level. Let's see if Niakky decides to go for the upper route, or if he's gonna go for the risky tricky shot here. Oh, he's going for the risky tricky shot, and he nails it. He nails it. We can see the mana rock definitely paid off for Overswarm as well. But I think Niakky pulled off a little bit of hit because of that. Decides to take the up route. Both of these players decide to go for the up route. I think it's a little bit slower, but it's definitely more consistent. And we have talked about consistency a lot over the tournament. And that's something that pays off a lot in like speedrunning tournaments specifically. Consistency over speed. You're not going for PVs on a tournament. I mean, if you get it, that's fine. But you mostly want to go for consistent that are still fast strats. All you have to achieve is be faster than your opponent. You don't have to achieve a PV on a tournament. So yeah, definitely why these players decide to go for consistency sometimes. Alright, so it's gonna be a 103 for Niakky and 106 for Overswarm. So Niakky pulling off ahead for like 3 seconds now again. Alright, we're gonna be going into the water level. Decides to go for the left, and Overswarm decides to go for the right side. I'm also a player that likes better the right side. I'm not entirely sure which one is faster. I still want to say that the right side is faster, but I think they both are pretty much even, either both left or right side. Niakky deciding to go for the safety heart. Overswarm doing a pretty good job to avoid all damage before that heart. All right, but they're almost on the same room right now. They are almost on the same room. Who's gonna be having... Oh! A little bit of an issue right there for Overswarm. Nice reactions to be able to avoid that spike. You don't want to get damage if possible in this whole section. Okay, Niakky gets damage. Let's see if Overswarm can make it past... No! There's a very tricky way to be able to make it past those spikes in that very stretched situation. Alright, getting more mana, getting that extra heart. Same for Overswarm right there. Both of them entering this fight with 3 mana rocks and being able to gonna get that lock into the Mega Urking. Overswarm doesn't make his way full through the Frozen Urking. Has a little bit of trouble at the end, but not so much. 115 versus 115, pretty much dead even right there on Prickle Tack Pond. Here comes Linguana, guys. Here comes Linguana. There's like minor optimizations you can do there. And the first one of them is these tongue cycles right here. I think Niakky's gonna be getting it. Yeah, Niakky gets it, and Overswarm also get it. Nicely done, but Overswarm was a little bit too fast, and the game punishes him for being too fast. Niakky getting a weird hit. He was going just even more fast as well, and he got another hit. He's gonna go into the Linguana fight with 2 heart pieces, and takes the first 5 hits, and oh, Overswarm also manages to get the first 5 hits. Nicely done. It's gonna be a nice 2-cycle fight for the 2 of these runners. Oh, Overswarm actually missed one, so nice awareness right there. I didn't notice that. Overswarm actually missed a hit at the first section of Linguana, so nice awareness to be able to do those extra 2 hits on the second cycle. Remember, Linguana takes a total of 6 hits to be defeated, so ideally you want to do like 5 on 1, but if you do 4 and 2, that's also perfectly fine. Alright, now let's have a look here at the bird strats for these 2 runners. And nicely done right there, going into the wall, and that... Oh, a little bit of trouble for Overswarm. Nicely done at the end. Let's see the different strats that these 2 runners are going to be using. Oh, wasting those fires at just hitting 1 bird with fire. Ideally, you want to hit like 3 or more birds with fire. A little bit cleaner, I think, on the Overswarm side. Probably making a little bit of time on that section over Niakky. Decides not to take the vertical boost right there. Oh, you gotta be careful. Once you crash one time, you gotta be like very careful. And Overswarm taking that into its advantage to be able to take that lead over Niakky. Let's have a look at the room here. We saw an amazing strat earlier today by Upla being able to land a triple shot. Overswarm having a little bit of trouble activating all of those switches. And Niakky's gonna be taking the lead right there and adding a little bit more seconds into his lead right now. We saw a little bit of lead changes, but Overswarm couldn't keep it up, having a little bit of trouble on the switches. It was a 11:30 superhero landing versus 11:36. So Niakky currently with a 6-second lead while we go and take a little bit of a breather right now. I normally get use of this stage to drink a little bit of water as well. Alright. So I want to say that after Terror Tom is probably when the harder stages start. Super Hot Scuffle, again, an easy stage to be able to get through, but not an easy stage to be like doing as faster strats as possible. None of these runners go for any of the mana rock strats. They both decide to do regular neutral shots right there. They're both gonna be going. Oh, nice strat. Oh, missed the second one by a tiny little bit, but nicely done. Nicely done. All right. Both of them kind of getting the approach of sending those cadavers into that hole at the end. Whoops. Okay. Nicely done by Niakky. Let's have a look at Overswarm strat. Okay, really nice 4 neutral shots right there by Overswarm. And good kills on that room with the 2 armadillos and the 2 spiders as well. More neutral shots for Niakky. He decides not to go for a lot of the... Yeah, he's just doing this neutral. He's like, you know what? I don't need any magical feathers for this. Oh, nice kill. Let's have a look at the last room for Overswarm here. And nicely done as well. Nicely done. 116 versus 116. Pretty much dead even on that level. Super Hot Scuffle. Nicely done for the 2 runners. Here we go with the lava. The lava level, we saw Insert Logic having a little bit of trouble earlier today. So even though we normally say that this level is not a lot of trouble, it's just about like doing good movement. Well, we can see that definitely even for the top runners, this level can start to give a little bit of trouble if you have a minor mistimed jump or something. Deciding to go for the right side. I think Overswarm also goes for the right side. Yes, they both going for the right side. I wonder if that is to avoid the coins. I'm really wondering because I don't know, at least in my timing, left side definitely seemed to be the faster one. They both made it past the box cycle. But I guess I will have to retime it because I've seen a few runners still going for the right side. Alright, nice jumps right there for Niakky. Let's have a look at the movement here for Overswarm. Okay, nice. Not even landing on top. That's optimal right there for Niakky. I mean, for Overswarm, and it's gonna be a 58 second versus probably a 57. Yeah, so about a 1 second difference. Overswarm making 1 more seconds right there over Niakky. Superhero landing at 14:32, starting the metric stage versus 14:37. So a 5-second lead right now for Niakky. Remember, this is the longest stage on the game, so a lot of things can happen right now. Niakky going for the neutral strats, while Overswarm goes for getting the magma rocks. Getting those rocks, those mana rocks, to be able to do the consistent fire rock strat. No, so for Brute, it seems that Niakky is using controller. He's not on mouse and keyboard. Here we go, Motor Crane. It seems that both of these runners might get the 42 combo. Oh, Overswarm gets a hit right there. 42 combo for Niakky. And Overswarm should be done with this fight. Yes. I was gonna say he should be done with the fight pretty soon. And just as I was saying that, he's over with the Motor Crane fight. Alright, let's have a look at the movement on these two. Alright. Decides to take a hit right there on the metrics, just for safety reasons. Oh, nice jumps right there. Nice jumps in between the cadabras. Alright, alright. He's gotta be careful here. Clean. Oh, that bird didn't go where he wanted to go. But nice reaction middle of that jump to be able to correct that. Good Abraham fight. Alright, it's gonna be a... Wow, that was an incredible time. 1 minute and 54 seconds. Really good metric level. And it's gonna be making 1 second over Overswarm. And we're heading into the last final stretch. 2 more levels and Geminis. Monster Meter Marathon is a long level, but not a lot of things normally go wrong here. And after Monster Meter Marathon, we're gonna be having Chase and Race. Okay. Niakky aware of the strats to avoid the electricity. Overswarm might be aware of the strats, but he likes to do that kill, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, Overswarm has a pretty clean movement when jumping into top of the platforms and things like that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Metroid ledge grabs, but there is something very similar that can happen while jumping on ledges into this game. There's a way that you can just stick your jump into the ledge. All right. I don't know. I think Niakky made it a little bit faster. It was a 104. Let's see. No, never mind. It was a 1 second on Overswarm. So let's have a look here. It's gonna be a 17:45 versus a 17:50. About a 5-second lead right now for Niakky. So if nothing crazy happens on this level, he's gonna be able to maintain that lead into Geminis. And Geminis, you can potentially make up 3 seconds on your opponent with a 13-12 second fight versus a 15-second fight. But look at Overswarm. Overswarm is just flying through this level right now. 26 second right there, and 25 second, another second right there for Overswarm. But Niakky is on the lead heading into the Gemini's fight, and if he doesn't screw this up, he's gonna be taking the first point. That was a... Yeah, I was like, that's not a 12. That was not a 12. And man, what's happening here? Oh, I think Overswarm is gonna be taking the lead. What's happening here, man? 18:34 versus an 18:36. Just in the freaking last second right there, Overswarm takes a lead change into Niakky. Nicely done by the two. Coming out to Gemini's, Overswarm is gonna be taking the first one. GG's to both runners. Minor mishap right there for Niakky, and he's probably not gonna be too happy about that. Wow, what a race. What a race. A last second change in lead. Wow! I'm just telling the runners what just happened. That was crazy. That was crazy. Niakky kept the lead for pretty much throughout the whole game. And just in Gemini's, it just changed. Wow! What a good one. Oh, Niakky says that this is his fastest time. Oh, double PV. Overswarm also got a PV. They both got the PV right now. What? What? They just got a PV in race. Nicely done. Nicely done. Holy cow. Holy cow. Double PV. Double PV. You know what? If you wanted to defeat your opponent, you had to PV. But it's crazy that you lose with a PV as well. And just on the very last second. Just on the very last second. Alright. I'm gonna be asking if they want to take a short break right now. I don't know. I don't know. Are we gonna see another 2-0? I think this race deserves to go for the 3 races. Is Niakky going to tie? Yes, no. Make your predictions right now, guys. I think this, it was like an 1834 or 1835 versus like an 1836 or 37. It was like just like a couple seconds. It was just like 2 seconds difference, and the difference came because Niakky got like a 9 or 10 hit on the right side Gemini's. Had he been able to nail that, he would have been like an 1831. Gemini's commentator curse. And it seems that Niakky is gonna just do a little bit of practice here on Gemini's. He doesn't want to see that happening again. So again, that fight is easy. I mean, it's not easy. That fight is super quick, but you just gotta set it up properly, because one hit missing is not gonna be 1 second. One hit missing is gonna do a lot of things. Hey, Niakky in the chat, super happy about the 18. Let's go. All right, so just looking forward here for Niakky to tell me that he's ready as well. It's okay. Niakky you can take your time. Like, we don't have to rush through every single race. If runners want to take a little bit of a breather, that's 100% understandable and valid as well. Especially after a race that was decided for like 2 seconds at the very, very, very last moment of the fight. Niakky was so close on defeating the PV of the second seed, because that was a PV for Overswarm as well. That was insane. These two runners just got an incredible first race. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they still got fuel in the tank to make another second amazing race right here. right, they're both ready. So we're gonna be starting the countdown right now for the two of them. All right, and here we go. Overswarm versus Niakky. Round 2. Fight! Who's gonna be the winner this time around? Is it gonna be Niakky or is it gonna be Overswarm? Let me try to sync them a little bit here at the start. Again, the sync doesn't really help that much because loading times and whatnot is gonna desync them again, but I'm gonna try to sync them again just for a moment. I'm gonna be doing it at the 20-second mark, I guess. 21, 22. 20, 21, 22. Alright. Had them a little bit of a sync here at the start of the race. And now here we go. Niakky on the right side. Overswarm on the left side. Second seed versus 7th seed. Who's gonna go home with $100 on this round? Who's gonna advance and fight for $300, $1,000 or $2,000? We're gonna be finding out pretty soon. All right, Niakky with the 34, and Overswarm with the 35. A little bit of a lead right there for Niakky. Just a minor one. But looking at how close last race was, remember I was saying, hey, maybe a second is not that big of a lead. Hey, you know what? The winner won for like 2 seconds. So every second you can get on your opponent matters. Because at the end of the day, if you win for 1 second, you still won. You still made it faster than your opponent. So let's have a look here. Nicely done for the two of the players right now. All right, pretty nice stage for these two. I think it was a tiny little bit cleaner on Niakky's side. Let's have a look here at the final time. Yeah, 46 versus a 49. Oh man, so Niakky again giving Overswarm a run for his money. Niakky's not gonna make this any easier. If last race it came down to a couple of PVs here, I think they're looking forward to maybe potentially doing the same thing. PV versus PV. Who's gonna get the best PV at the end of these races? Alright, interesting approaches for these two players to be able to avoid that ice. Oh, nice reaction right there on the air. Not to land on the fish. Let's see. Okay. Oh, nice! Interesting strat. I don't think that's any faster than ice, but that was cool. Overswarm having trouble. He's gotta be careful. I don't think he's gonna go for the YOLO jump. He still goes for the YOLO jump with just one heart. Overswarm is crazy. Overswarm is crazy. That YOLO jump is so scary. You can get hit so easily if you miss it by like a frame. And he went for it with just one piece of heart. Nicely done. Now Niakky is going for just one mana rock. I think it's because he missed the shot. We saw last race that he likes the 2 mana rock strats just like Overswarm does. So, but I think he missed one. Okay, he's back on track now with that shot. Oh, okay. Oh, the invulnerability. Okay. That was a little bit sketchy on Niakky, but he manages to make it out alive. Alright, let's have a look at these fire shots. Boom, boom, one tile. And really well done by Niakky, and also really well done by Overswarm. This time he makes sure that he lands that shot properly. A nice egg shot for both of them. Sunrise Shore now, superhero landing at 3:38. Let's have a look at the time differences right now. 3:42, about a 4-second lead for Niakky. About a 4-second lead right now for Niakky. Alright, so far so good for these two runners. Nice jumps right there. Nice adjustments for Niakky. Let's have a look at here. Nicely done by Overswarm as well. Really well played on the first of the 2 long rooms here. Now let's see at the strats. What? What? I've never seen what Niakky just did. I didn't know that was possible. I didn't know that you could go pass forward the 2 spikes. And now he's gonna... Oh, I thought he was in time to get ahead of that spike at the end. Wow. taking the damage boost at the end. That's fine. Let's see what Overswarm does. Overswarm goes for another different strat, and he takes the damage boost as well. These two runners just playing at an insane pace right now. Oh, a little bit not the best opening for Niakky. Gonna be losing a little bit of time right there. Probably not so happy. Really good opening for Overswarm right now. I think we might see almost a tie now again. It's an 18-second versus a 15-second. That was 3-second difference on Overswarm. So I think we're almost back to neck again. 502 versus 502. Yeah, this is pretty much tied again. This is pretty much tied again. Whoa. All right. Going for more mana rocks here. Overswarm deciding to just go for the 2. We saw that Overswarm likes to use a little bit more of the neutral feather here. Nicely done right there. Oh, that freeze. That freeze for Niakky. Now it's gonna be a lead swap, and Overswarm is gonna be on the lead right now, and he's having a little bit of trouble. He's gotta be careful with the bat. Holy cow! Oh, that is so unfortunate on Niakky's side. That is so unfortunate on Niakky's side. I was about to say that he has to be careful with those things. I know he wanted that hard, but he unfortunately landed onto the booby traps, and he was not able to take the heart, and now he's not able to get the mana rocks that he likes to come into this situation. So he's gonna have to use like regular feather strats. That could be very important. After looking at what happened on last race, that could be very important right now for Overswarm. Let's have a look here at what's gonna happen, and he misses the switches. Okay, Niakky's gotta just shake that off their head. Yeah, like he got that trouble, yes, but the race is still going on, and there's still stuff that could happen on Overswarm's side. So he might be a little bit shaken right now, especially after the amazing race he had on the first time around. But he's just gotta put that away right now, because Overswarm is definitely getting a pretty good lead right now. It's probably like a minute of a lead at the moment. He died pretty late on the tricky trap temple. Overswarm decided to go for the safety strat this time around. Oh, he went for the safety last time around as well, so... yeah, what am I saying? Alright, so... Niakky on Trust Jump Jeopardy. Overswarm in Frozen Fissure right now. Taking the up section. Not using Ikora's feather on Niakky's side. Oh, okay. He still made it. His movement still seems a little bit shaky right now on Niakky's side. He's got to clean that up. All right. I don't even know where to make the cut. I'm gonna have a look at both of these times after Linguana, because Linguana is another stage where things can go south. Alright, here we go. Prickle Tack Pond. Yeah, but it's gotta be like a minute at least on Overswarm right now. And if he just plays as good as he played last time, or just even almost as good, yeah, I don't see how Niakky could come back. Niakky is definitely hoping for Overswarm to do a mistake right now. Alright, nice level so far by Overswarm, and nice level for Niakky as well. Here we go. Let's see the pattern he does. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. Getting one mana rock. I don't know if he's gonna want to pick another mana rock. We saw him going with just one mana rock into the Mega Urkin fight last time. Oh. Taking a little bit of time here. Making sure that he's just safe out of this level. Alright, he's got more mana rocks this time around. Should be fine into getting this Urkin into position and just keeping it there. Once you freeze it, you just gotta like make sure you actually mash fast, so that it doesn't unfreeze like that one. So nicely done by Overswarm. It's gonna be exiting Prickle Tag at 9:21. So let's have a look at the end of Prickle Tag here for Niakky. All right. Overswarm taking its time this time around. All right. Good job making it past the section of the platforming level on Niakky. Oh, whoa! He's only got one hit. That was not what he wanted to see. That was definitely not what he wanted to see. All right, he's got 2 and 3 now. He needs 3 more hits. He needs 3 more hits. So I'm gonna be looking at the timers at the end of Linguana. Oh, he's gonna be missing one more. He's gonna be missing one more. And oh, he barely stays. Oh man, no, he's missing one more. I'm sorry, I don't know how to count anymore. Oh man, what is going on? That was a lot of trouble right there for Overswarm. And I was saying Linguana can cause trouble, and it definitely did. And that gives a little bit of a breather right there for Niakky. And he goes for 3 shots this time around. Oh man, oh man. I think Niakky could make a comeback right here. Yeah, Niakky could definitely make a comeback right now on Linguana. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, I think that's a comeback. I think Niakky's back on this race. I think Niakky's definitely back on this race. Let's have a look here. Exiting Linguana, it's gonna be on 11:07 and 11:10. There's a comeback, guys. We have a race. We have a race still going. Niakky's not out. Both of the players having very unfortunate mistakes, but they're pretty much neck to neck once again. And this can happen. You can be the best runner in the world, but things can happen to both of these players. We just saw they're pretty much second and third right now in terms of PVs, and they both got very unfortunate mistakes. And you know what? For the sake of a race, for the sake of the event, I think this is pretty good. I think this is pretty good. I'm excited. They're both into this fight still. And let's go. Let's see what happens. Oh, a little bit of trouble right there for Niakky on cleaning that. And we have another change of lead right now. Overswarm again on the lead. Niakky don't want to go all the way down up there right there. Okay, Overswarm making its way properly through the bomb section. Really nicely done right there by Overswarm, and nice use of the lightning feathers. Niakky only got 1 light feather. He actually notices that, so he decides to save it for this second section, and he's got no special attacks for this section. Oh, the switches. Okay, he still manages to make it on time. Let's do another time code at Superhero Landing in Terror Tom. So it's gonna be 12:26, I think, Superhero Landing for Overswarm. Let's have a look here for Niakky. It's gonna be a 12:33, so about a 7-second lead right now for Overswarm. About a 7-second lead right now for Overswarm. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen, guys? I am nervous. I am nervous, and I'm not even playing, but I am nervous right now. Honestly, I want to see a race 3. The way these two players have been playing, I want to see a race 3. That's what I want. Whoever wins race 3, it's up to the best one. But since they're playing so good right now, and these races have been so tied up, I want to see that race 3. However, none of them can like actually make another big mistake. Like if another big mistake happens, I think that's gonna be it for this race for any of these two runners. Who knows? Who knows? Many things can still happen, but I'm sure none of them have in their mind having like enough space to commit another mistake right now. All right, good drums right now for both of these players. Nicely done by Overswarm. I love the way he uses the lightning feather right there. Oh, Niakky, gotta be careful, takes that hard. Nothing to be ashamed of, taking that hard right there, that safety hard. We saw Niakky using just the neutral feather last time on this section, which was very interesting. Let's see if this time around he decides to use... No, he still doesn't want to use any magic feathers right there. That's interesting because it's not only, I think it's slower for two reasons. Because you kill less enemies per shot, and also because normally you take more time just being static. And in this specific level, the longer you stay static, the slower that the time happens, you know? You wanna just keep moving. You wanna just keep moving right there. Alright, vote on the lava section. Lava can be a little bit of a breather again. It's not Terror Tom, but it can definitely just usually go okay before you head into the Metroid level. Like, once you head into the Metroid level, you gotta be full focus again. Bo taking the right side approach right there. Niakky's about a couple rooms behind from Overswarm right now. Oh, nice jumps right there by Overswarm. Oh, and man, I gotta stop saying things. I gotta stop saying things. I don't know if I like my commentator's powers or not. Yeah, I'm very powerful. Okay, superhero landing at 1528 by Overswarm. Let's have a look at superhero landing for Niakky. It's 1336, so about an 8-second lead by Overswarm right now. However, Niakky decides to go for the non-mana rock strats. That could potentially save like a second right here for Niakky. And we just saw that people say that Niakky's got the best Metroid room here of the runners right now. So let's see if that pays off right now. They're both heading into the Sevetite and Motor Crane room. A couple of Sevetites ahead by Overswarm. Oh, a little bit of a mistake right there. Overswarm is not gonna be too happy by seeing that. You don't wanna do this fight with 2 hearts. Like I said, you kind of don't wanna do this fight with 3 hearts. Alright. Oh, Niakky just staying right there on top. That was very interesting. About 8 shots ahead by Overswarm right now. Niakky just tanking those damages. It's almost dead right now. Okay, they're both done with Motor Crane. Now let's have a look at their escape section for both of these runners. Man, this is so close. This is so close right now. Oh, that Metroid! That throw Metroid right on the platform was like, you shall not pass. I laugh a lot with you shall not pass. Alright, nice damage boost right there by Niakky. Good for Overswarm, another book that he didn't want to let Overswarm pass this time around. Abraham fight, nicely done by Overswarm. Abraham fight now for Niakky is gonna be a 1 minute, no, a 2 minute flat for Overswarm. And I think he made some time. Yeah, he made about 4 seconds. Man, 1735 superhero landing versus 1739. It's a 4-second lead right now by Overswarm. And I think, I don't know, it can come down to Geminis once again between these two. It can come down to the Geminis fight. Oh, what's going on? What happened right there by Niakky? A little bit of a misstep right there. And while you don't get damage in this level, you can still lose time by getting hit. You still don't want to get hit. Oh, I think the lead is gonna be going a little bit further right now for Overswarm. We've seen a little bit of, I don't know if that's tournament jitters, but we have seen a little bit of movement problems for Niakky. And just having a single level left, every movement counts so much. Every movement counts so much at this time around. Nice climb by Niakky. Nice swim by Overswarm. It's gonna be a 1 minute and 4 seconds for Overswarm, and it's gonna be a 1 minute and 4 seconds. So this pretty much dead even still, like 4-second lead, I think. Yeah, 1846. Let's have a look. 1851. It's a 5-second lead by Overswarm right now. I don't know. Maybe the tournament can make you do weird. Yeah, I was gonna say, due to how fast you want to do, you might want to start doing a lot of dashes here, but that's not gonna pay off. If you're starting doing dashes that you are not familiar with, that's not gonna pay off. It might make you lose time instead of winning time. And we can see this. Yeah, Niakky, I mean, Overswarm finished this level at 24 second, and Niakky is gonna be finishing at the 28 second. So it's about an 8-second lead. It all comes down to Gemini's. Overswarm makes a really good kill right now, and Overswarm is gonna be taking the victory with a 1929. 1929 over a 1939. About a 10-second victory here by Overswarm. What a race. What a race between these two. Overswarm is going to be taking the lead here 2-0, and it's going to be moving on into the semifinals.